Check, check.
Yes, sir.
Check. Check, check.
Yes, sir. Check, check.
All right, you're live, Chris? Yes, sir. And we're just going to do it. All right. I have no problem. So why is it Belmont traffic instructions? And welcome into WWPT 90.3 FM Westport, or here on the Staples Baseball YouTube channel. You're tuned into the first round of the Connecticut Class LL State Tournament, an FCIAC matchup between the Ridgefield Tigers and your hometown Staples Wreckers. I'm Weston Hockhauser on the call with a very, very special guest, the Staples boys basketball varsity head coach, Coach David Goldshore. Thank you for being here today.
Weston, how you doing, bud?
Doing great. Very excited to have you. This is a rare treat on WWPT. But with Coach Goldshore coming off of FCIAC tournament victory and with the sun behind the dish, we have him in the booth today bringing you this coverage. These teams face off twice in the regular season. The Wreckers taking a victory the first time 10-2 and a 3-2 loss in the last game of the season. However, they had already clinched their spot in the tournament, so that was a less of a telling game because of the roster that went out that day. Ridgefield did not make the FCIAC tournament. The Wreckers did, but it was not long lasted as they were shut out here at home by St. Joe's, who ended up losing to Ludlow in the semis, and shockingly, Ludlow went on to win the whole thing. So I would have put a lot of money that is either going to be Ward, Norwalk, or Staples.
I agree, but you get hot during a three-game tournament, and they had a big win in the quarters against Ward. They hadn't beaten Ward in a couple years, and so to go to Ward and to win that game and then take some momentum to Cabetta and do what they did was impressive. And again, these tournaments are quick, and the teams that playing the best and the hottest tend to hold the trophy at the end.
Yeah, especially the most in baseball, I would say.
Yeah.
But we're here today. We got the ace Kiney on the mound. Definitely the ace now with Andrew Oppenheimer sidelined from pitching for the rest of the season. He's still fulfilling his duties at short, and he's hitting cleanup today. The Wreckers defense is coming to a meeting at the mound. Your infield today, Goldshore behind the plate, knee pitching. Brill at first, Cicero at second, Oppenheimer at short, and Mark Kelly out at third. And in the outfield, Brundage in left, Landgraf in center, Vega in right. Very similar to what we've been seeing all year. Leading things off for Ridgefield will be Chris Bucciero, their right fielder.
Yeah, so Chris was 1 for 6 in the first two games against Staples. Let's see what Kai's got.
First pitch in there, fastball for a called strike, 0-1.
Yeah, I think you'll see Kai come out and probably establish his fastball early, working both sides of the plate, and then work off the secondary from there.
From the windup, the 0-1. Swing and a miss on a breaking pitch down low.
As he says that, he throws a nasty curveball.
Quickly, an 0-2 count for knee. He shakes off Jake. They come to agreement. And the 0-2 to Bucciero. Misses low. 1 ball and 2 strikes now to the Tigers' leadoff hitter.
Yeah, you'll see a lot. What you're gonna get from Kai early, and has as good a stuff as anyone in the state of Connecticut.
The 1-2, hard ground ball, hit to Cicero. He handles it, tosses it over. Brill squeezes it, and that's the first out here in the first round of the state tournament. 1 away here in the top of the first, as Carl Ustos will step up, the left fielder for Ridgefield.
He's actually a hooper, Wes.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, tough, competes. I would not be surprised if he put a good bat together here.
Markelli in on the grass, protecting for a bunt. Rest of the infield at standard depth. First offering from Nee, an off-speed pitch, bends in there for a strike, 0-1.
Yeah, you can see the respect. Start him off with the curveball at the 2-hole there. Not surprised.
The 0-1. Swing and a miss. A nasty pitch there by Nee. Had Carl House just flailing for that one. It's 0-2.
Now he's got him where he wants him at 0-2. 2 off-speed pitches to start the at-bat. Let's see where he goes with this one.
The 0-2. Misses outside. 1 ball and 2 strikes.
I think Jake wanted that downstairs a little bit based on his reaction. And, Kai missed away. But still ahead of the count here.
The 1-2. Chopped foul to the right side. I don't see another one. So when he's calling the game, how much power does Jake have back there?
I think him and Bobby, Coach Buswell, work together. Jake has done a lot of pitch calling, and since he's been younger, so he's got a lot of experience doing it. But I think also he trusts his coaches. I think he just kind of sees what's happened in the at bat. But I got to give him credit. He's done a really good job, kind of just understanding what hitters have done and what they're trying to do.
The 1-2 in from Nee, misses outside again.
Yeah, see, Pete's going to battle here. There's no doubt. You're gonna have to throw a pitch here to get him out. He's not going to chase your stuff.
2 balls and 2 strikes to Carl Astis. Nee delivers, and he'll miss high with that fastball. Runs the count full. So a really nice at bat here.
It looks like he just overthrew that a hair at 2-2.
Had a nice velo, but misses high, yeah.
Yep.
Jake gives him his sign. The payoff pitch from Nee. Taps foul and will stay alive to see another one.
Yeah, he was behind that fastball. I wouldn't be surprised if he came back with another one here.
Sped his bat up, so
yeah,
wouldn't be wise to.
Yeah, I think he locates his fastball. I think he's going to struggle.
And the 3-2. Misses low, ball 4. Really, really nice plate appearance there for Kyle Austis, and he'll be the first base runner of the game.
Looks like that was a 3-2 change.
Interesting call there.
I get the sense that was a 3-2 change. I don't know. Could be wrong.
Brill's going to hold him on at first. Kai Nee, the lefty. Good at keeping runners close, but not a particularly strong move. He just throws back a lot. First pitch to the 3-hitter, he shows bunt and misses it for a strike.
Yeah, looks like he offered there.
That's Joey Couch, the first baseman in now.
I don't think he's played in the first 2 games, Wes, has he?
No, I don't think so either. Not on the official roster either,
yeah.
So he could.
Yeah, maybe it's a call-up.
Yeah, but the 3-hole with a call-up. Interesting. Second pitch in there way high as he overthrew that one. Count run to 1-1. We have 1 ball, 1 strike, and 1 away here. 1 on for the Tigers.
Yeah, just released that curveball a little bit too high and ended up going upstairs.
Infield double play depth. Kelly charging in. Kai will throw back over. Carlosas will dive in, but no tag even applied there by Brill.
Wes, this is an honor today a lot because your dad got me into coaching Little League with him and you and Jake when he was younger. So shout out to Johnny Hawk for all the good he's brought to this group.
Shout out. We had a lot of fun in those Little League days. As Kai Nee finds the zone there, bring the count to 1-2. Really nice pitch there by Nee.
Yeah, hit the outside corner there, real nice. Now he's got to be able to get him now.
Kelly back on the dirt now with 2 strikes. Carlosas off of first. Nee delivers. The 1-2. And he'll just miss outside. He wanted the call. Jake held it.
Yeah, he held it. He held it there. My guess is he just missed a little bit away. Jake trying to expand the zone at 1-2 right there and probably just didn't get it.
And he's going. They got him in a rundown now. Throw to Oppenheimer. He gets the tag, and he's out. A beautiful pickoff move by Kai Nee. Carlosas was running on the pitch, and with that lefty move, he just thought he was going home. Kai looks over, and it's easy as Brill tosses it to Oppenheimer. Puts a tag out way before second base.
Yeah, he was on first move there, 2-2. I actually just about to say I thought he was going to run there, and you know, he was just went right in his first move, and Brill made a great throw there.
2-2 into Couch. He whips on a ball in the outer half.
Get a little emphatic by one there on the receive. He's ready to go. That was a great inning, getting out of the first. Important to throw up a 0 there for them, and you know, the pickoff always negates some pitches for Kai, which is also important there, Wes.
Right. Kai walks a batter, but ends up only seeing 3 hitters, as they're able to erase him. So not a 1-2-3, but only 3 batters came up in the top of the inning. The Wreckers bats will now come up and look to start the scoring here. Due up for the Wreckers, as it's been all season, their leadoff hitter Cicero, and then after we have Cole Landgraf, the sophomore center fielder, back in the 2 spot, and Jake Goldshore, who's behind the dish, will be batting 3rd. What is the key, Dave, to a Wreckers victory today? Obviously, they've beat Ridgefield. You know, Ridgefield didn't even make the tournament, so some are expecting them to win here. But it's baseball, nothing's given, and they've had some disappointing games of late. This Staples team, what do they need to do today to win this game?
Yeah, I mean, I think it really, to be honest, I think it starts with Cicero at top. You know, he's as good a hitter on this team, if not in the conference, and you know, kind of when he goes, they go. So, you know, getting off to a good start with Jules is always important. And then, you know, I think that if we catch the ball defensively, just making the plays that we need to play, Kai's going to be efficient enough in order to do what he needs to do to move on. But, you know, the hitting's been at times inconsistent. And if they just go up there and compete in every bat they possibly can, I think you'll see some better outcomes this afternoon.
On the bump today for the Tigers is Adam Rosenfield, senior. What do you got on Rosenfield here, Coach?
Yeah, so you know, I talked to Coach Mack a little bit about him, and you know, Coach is about 81 to 84 fastball, consistent. Has not pitched in either of the 2 games that the Wreckers played against them, so this is gonna be the first time that they see him. But you know, had a good year, and you know, I think they just got to get up there looking for fastballs early in the count, tack them, and get ready to go.
Tigers infield will have their pre-inning meeting as first base coach Avery jogs out to his position, and Cicero looms by the batter's box.
Be interesting what he starts Jules off with. Jules tends to be a little bit of an aggressive free swinger early in the count, and you know, I can see him jumping on a first pitch fastball if he gets one here.
Cicero digs in now, ready to start things off here in the bottom of the first. 0-0 the score in this state playoff matchup. First pitch to Cicero and a hard line drive into right. It lands just inside the line, and Jules will have a leadoff single. 1 pitch, 1 hit for Cicero, doing what he does best there, starting things off.
Yeah, that's Jules right there. Looking first pitch fastball and getting it, and
line drive the other way.
Line drive the other way. It's a little bit late, but that was in the zone long enough to get that over the first baseman's head.
Good wheels with Cicero as well, so a threat to steal. Rosenfield will keep his eye on him. Landgraf digs in now, the lefty.
Don't be surprised with some small ball here, Wes.
First pitch in, he's hacking.
Yep.
Late on it, though, off the scoreboard, 0-1.
Be good to get up here, get a run early in this game for the Wreckers. Give them some confidence after, you know, last couple of games. It's been a little bit tough for them.
The 0-1 will miss low as Landgraf dances out of the way. 1 ball, 1 strike.
There he is, Pops.
Pops came by the booth to say hi.
Yeah.
1-1 now for Landgraf. Rosenfield will look over. Jules will dive, but is in safely. Big left center gap here for Landgraf if he wants to shoot the ball the opposite way. Obviously, harder said.
You might see some hit and run here right now.
Harder done than said. And we do have him running. No swing, and a airmail just saved by the second baseman getting behind there.
Yeah.
So Jules steals second easily. Salim Bene, the catcher who's not hitting today, which is an interesting thing. I don't think I've ever seen a catcher be the guy DH'd for. But Salim Bene airs one out. Second baseman, however, bails him out. Cicero on second now. 2 balls, 1 strike to Landgraf, and still none away here in the first. Landgraf tops that one off of his foot foul. 2 balls, 2 strikes here.
Now he's got to dig in and battle a 2-2. Do a job and move the runner over.
Rosenfield gets his sign, gives Jules a look, delivers the 2-2, and he'll miss high into the backstop. Jules is running on it, and he'll take third easily. So a single and 2 free bases there for Cicero, and they have a runner in scoring position with none away. That one was a wild pitch, so not Salambene's fault, but
that one he just overthrew.
Yeah, not the cleanest start so far for this Ridgefield battery. As now a full count for Landgraf, important pitch for Ridgefield. Salambene walked out there at Rosenfield. They chatted briefly, but umpire brought him back. Cicero will take his lead off of third. Everyone in the infield on the grass besides that second baseman. 3-2. And he gets the bottom of the zone, a late punch out by Blue. Landgraf doesn't like it.
That was really late. Wow.
At the knees, looked a little low from here.
That looked low, and that was late.
Yeah, interesting call there. We'll see how that plays out throughout this game. And now up, the Wreckers' captain and catcher, Jake Goldshore. First pitch in, misses away for a ball at 1-0. Big spot for Jake. If he gets a ball in the air, Cicero will be able to score on that sac fly. The 1-0. Misses low again. 2 balls and no strikes to Jake.
One spot, attack for one here. One spot and attack.
Rosenfield's going to have to come inside the zone here. And he misses again. So 3-0 as Jake has worked it, and McFarland will give him the take sign.
Yep, looks like he got the take.
Not the most advanced signs on this team.
No, but that's... I'll be throw this upstairs.
3-0, and he'll miss high just above the letters.
Yep.
Doesn't get that 3-0 call. You know, normally the umps expand the zone on 3-0 just to give him that strike.
Yeah,
not there.
I think he was making up for the 3-2 punch out that he had on not that that's the makeup you want at 3-0, but that was upstairs anyway.
So Jake will be on first now as the Wreckers will have runners on the corners, one away, and the cleanup hitter and the number 4, Andrew Oppenheimer. Jake's running. No throw as they keep Cicero at third, and the known speed threat Jake Goldshore steals a base here in the first.
Yeah, not known for his wheels, but I think Jack was trying to, Coach McFarland was trying to take the force out there and seize the arm by the catcher who just launched one and probably felt he was going to hold it there.
So now 2 in scoring position for the Wreckers, 1 away and a 1-0 count for Oppenheimer. Great spot early for the Wreckers. As Rosenfield will go off speed and it will just miss high and inside. Oppenheimer will bail out. 2 balls and no strikes now. This is the Wreckers' first game since the 24th of May.
Wow.
With that first round exit, a long time off. And 2-0 will miss low in a breaking pitch again. Ridgefield fans don't necessarily love it, but it was low, and the count will now be 3-0. So back-to-back 3-0 counts here for Rosenfield.
This was kind of reminiscent of that first game a little bit with them.
Finds the zone there for the 3-0 for a strike on the fastball.
Looks like he buried one away there.
Sun's coming back out now over Staples Field. Beautiful day for baseball. 3-1. And he'll hit him in the head with an off-speed pitch. Really no command of that off-speed pitch. He's gone back to it a bunch of times. 3 times in that at-bat and didn't hit with any of them. Last time he hit the batter. And now the bases will be juiced. Still only 1 away. And now the big bat of Cooper Brundage, their 5-hitter, their left fielder, and another one of those senior captains will step in now with the biggest at-bat of the game thus far. Could give the Wreckers a big early lead if he's able to put one in the gap.
Yeah, I'm not surprised that Coach Briotti's going out there right now and talking to Rosenfeld, just trying to calm him down a little bit. Playoff game, state game, sometimes the first inning's the hardest one. Cooper led the team in hitting this year, Wes. So if there's anyone you want up in this spot right now, I feel like it's Coop. He's going to play at Brandeis next year. Just, again, I've watched him played baseball since he was 10, 11 years old, and just always has a way of figuring things out. So I'm looking forward to seeing him in this spot.
Yeah, we were teammates for probably 6 or 7 years in a row there, and he always hit.
Always hit.
Now, there's never one time where he was not the best hitter on the team, basically. It's pretty incredible to watch, and that's just kind of how hitting goes. Some guys just know how to hit, whether it's Farnan or Klein or Cicero or Brundage.
You're right. Let's hope we didn't jinx him here.
Base is juice now.
Yep.
Corners in for Ridgefield. Middle back looking to turn 2 and get their pitcher out of this mess. First offering. In there, fouled back as Brundage is a little late on that one.
Yep, he was. When Cooper's going well, though, he's going oppo. So I wouldn't be surprised if he lets the ball get deep and does damage traditionally that way.
The 0-1 will miss low there in the dirt. 1 ball and 1 strike now to the Wreckers left fielder. On deck, Vinny Vega. Rosenfield delivers, and Coop swings and misses on a filthy pitch down. Coop's probably mad at himself for that swing.
Yeah, it was a good off-speed. He was probably looking fastball there and just couldn't hold up. Cooper's good 2-strike hitter, though.
1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 away here. Big pitch for Rosenfield. And Coop stays alive as he goes high, fastball, and Coop just fights it off. The 1-2. And Coop tops that one. Out to the first baseman. He'll throw home, and it'll be safe. They get no outs, and a run scores.
Wow.
So the first baseman grabs the ball on just a chopper by Cooper. It goes home, and Cicero, with his wheels, dives in there head first safely for the first run of this game. The bases are loaded again.
That was great base running by Jules. Got a great jump on that ball, and just beat it out and got the inning going. And
I can't believe that choice there.
that was.
With the bases loaded to go home.
Yeah.
Get your out. But there's now 1 run on the board, 1-0 for the Wreckers. 1 out still, and the bases are loaded. The first pitch to the junior right fielder, Vega, will miss high. He'll step out. Look for signs from McFarland.
Yeah, Vega's got really uber strength, so he could drive one here if given the right pitch.
Yeah, when he was a freshman, he hit a walk-off tank for us on JV.
I remember that.
Remember that?
I remember that. Yeah, over at Wakeman.
Yep.
Right? Yeah.
So he's had that strength for a long time now.
You can see he's also moving his body well in the box. Looks confident right now.
The 2-0 from Rosenfield on the way. And he'll clip the
take.
bottom of the zone there. 2 balls and 1 strike.
That was a full take there. Had to be.
The 2-1. And he'll miss way high with that one. 3 balls and 1 strike now. Great hitters count for the Wreckers right fielder.
It's a big pitch in this game right now. I know it's early, but it gets them, get Wreckers off to a good start right now, and much needed.
And the 3-1 will find the zone. Looks like he was taken all the way again there.
I think he was just probably looking one spot. That looked like it was a little up and away and probably not his pitch, and now he's going to battle a 3-2, Wes.
Payoff pitch on the way. First baseman creeping in here for Ridgefield. And the 3-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Held onto the foul tip there, did Salamene. And a really, really nice job there by Rosenfield to put away a hitter behind in the count. Two away now. The Wreckers at DH. Bruce Schlegelmilch.
I would expect off-speed here to start this at bat.
The sophomore DHing for Kaini today, as the first pitch he sees is in there for a strike. The 0-1, big swing, lets go of the bat with one hand and whiffs on that one. 0-2 for Bruce now, and the Wreckers were threatening with a big inning, and now Rosenfield's looking 1 pitch away to get out of it with just giving up that 1 run. And the 0-2. Hard ground ball. Great stop by that first baseman. He steps on, and that's Joey Couch making a run-saving play. Probably 2 runs there.
Now we know why he's in the lineup.
Late on that ball was Bruce, but he hits a hard ground ball just inside that foul line at first base, and Joey Couch gets low, gets on the dirt, stops the ball, steps on first, and ends the first inning here. Only 1 surrendered by Rosenfield on what could have been a disastrous opening inning. And the Wreckers had that 1-0 lead, but they wanted more there as Kaini will jog out to the mound for the second.
Always good to get off to a good start, though, and you know, with the Wreckers struggling offensively, you know, first of all, working the starting pitcher. I'm not sure exactly how many pitches he threw. My guess is somewhere in the mid-30s.
Yeah.
And you know, for them to get off to a 1-0 lead was important for this team, and now we're going to battle.
Kai's been really excellent the second half of the season, and has not gotten always the run support that he needs. So it's not that many runs normally that Kai needs to win a ball game. He's been on the losing side of you know, he gives up 3 and the Wreckers can't score anything for him. So 1 is a big spot when you have Knee on the mound.
Yeah, I mean, it's good. We'd probably like to get 1 or 2 more in that first, but again, you know, this is they just got the bases loaded and you know, worked the pitcher a little bit, and you know, they haven't seen this guy. They didn't see the guy yet anyway. So just all out pitch was a good start.
About to get underway here in the top of the second. A 1-0 early lead for the Wreckers in this first round matchup of the Connecticut Class L tournament. An FCIAC matchup here between the Tigers and the Wreckers. Due up for Ridgefield this inning will be their shortstop Keating, followed by the 5-hitter pitcher Rosenfield, and then Hertwig, that second baseman, will be hitting 6th.
Yeah, so Keating's 3 for 7 in the first 2 games. You know, he's really has put some damage into you know, when he's been at the plate. You know, probably going to be their closer today if they needed him to. I think Richfield's goal is to make this a 5, maybe 6-inning game, and then bring Keating to hopefully close. Hopefully, he won't get there.
First pitch into Keating was a strike, 0-1 from the windup. Knee, and fouled back again. Quickly 0-2 as Knee's gotten 2 foul balls on 2 pitches here.
That's tough when he gets ahead, Wes.
Yeah, he's one of those guys where he either has it or sort of he doesn't have it.
Right.
And right now he's got that location down. Shakes off Jake. They finally come to an agreement on this 0-2. And he'll look to put away Keating. Keating, high fly ball. He got under that one to center. Landgraf eases in. And he'll take that one easily. A can of corn fly ball for the first out here in the top of the second.
Looked like a change. They just got enough bite on to get him a little bit out in front.
Adam Rosenfield will step in now, looking to start things off and help himself. First offering from Knee. We'll miss low there. 1 ball and no strikes. Nice crowd today for the state matchup.
What a day. It's about time.
About time. As Knee fires one in for a strike on the outer third, 1-1. Really nice spot there.
Yeah, he hit the outside third there. Good call.
1 away, 1 ball, 1 strike. Knee delivers, and Rosenfield swinging real hard at that high fastball, but swings through it. 1 ball and 2 strikes.
Yeah, that's going to be a tough pitch for Ridgefield to hit the upstairs heat. It's just when you get 88 to 90, that's tough to get on top of.
And the 1-2. Just misses there. And the count will run even. At the knees, didn't get the call.
I would expect something downstairs here, some sort of breaker downstairs here, Wes.
Kai shook Jake off.
Nope.
And he'll miss high there with the fastball. Count will now run full. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 away, and no one on here in the top of the second. 1-0 is the score as the Wreckers hold an early lead over the Tigers. And the payoff will miss low, and Adam Rosenfield will take his base, the first or second base runner of the game, both on walks, so no hits so far for Ridgefield.
Yeah, in the first game against Ridgefield, Kai went 4 innings, 2 hits, 9 Ks. I'm trying to think of any walks. 9 Ks and 2 hits was very efficient.
9 Ks.
Yeah, 4 innings.
That's incredible. Digging now is Hertwig. First pitch he sees will go foul out of play on the right side, 0-1. Middle deep for the double play. Kelly in on the grass. 1 on, 1 out. Mark's charging as he shows bunt, and Kyle will just look back Rosenfield with a throw.
Word has it there might be some bunting today from the Tigers. Something just to look out for, Wes, throughout the game.
They've showed it twice, not contact either time. Pulled it back there. Obviously, there's no pitch.
Yeah.
0-1 now. And a great spot by Knee as he gets the lower third of the box there for a strike.
Yep.
No balls, 2 strikes, 1 away, 1 on here in the top of the second. Wreckers hold that 1-0 lead. Kelly will go back on the dirt now, 2 strikes.
Might go here, too.
Hertwig will have to swing it. And he'll punch him out. Jake drops the ball. The base is occupied, so it doesn't matter. Hertwig will walk back to the dugout. Jake was expecting maybe a runner there.
I don't know.
What do you know?
I think he just tried to hold it and frame it, and got out of his stance a little bit there. That's what I saw.
Good on the umpire to get the strike call right.
You normally don't get.
Yeah, if you're dropping it on varsity, you're not going to get the call most of the time.
Yeah.
Kai looks back Rosenfield again. He'll dive in. That easy.
Now I would expect it sometime during this bat to see them run, just because trying to put them in a situation to get into scoring position.
The DH, Lucas Clausen, is now in for the Tigers. First pitch he sees, catches the outer third for a strike on a nice off-speed pitch there by Knee, 0-1. 2 away here. Kai looking to send the bats back up for the bottom half.
Yeah, I think he's going here.
Rosenfield's got a nice lead, but he's not going. And swing and a miss there. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 away. Kai looking to end this top of the second. Shakes Jake off, come to an agreement. Kai comes set. The 0-2. In there, strike 3, and he gets 2 batters in a row looking.
Yep.
Punches him out. The DH Clausen does not like that call. He asked where it was. It was low, but it got the bottom part of that zone there, right by the knees for the punch out. And Kai's 3 Ks through 2 innings, 2 right there in the second, and the lead maintained as they take a 1-0 lead into the bottom of the second.
Yeah, you don't know if this ump has made some late calls, strike calls. So you have to sit for a second before you know. That one looked like it was there, and as long as he gets it right, that's the most important thing.
And he did get that low call on Landgraf, but he seems to be. I mean, that was probably a little lower than the 2 that Kai got, but he's going to give you that bottom part of the zone.
Yep.
Which I'd prefer than the top part.
100%.
Wreckers.
I actually think it's a really good point. I think the bottom part of the zone is first of all, it's something that's probably more hittable for high schoolers, and it definitely it's definitely, you see that it's an inconsistent strike ball call now.
First 7 Wreckers came up to hit in that long first inning that only mounted 1 run. So we'll have 8-9-1 here. That's Kelly, Brill, Cicero. So 3 juniors in the row. We've talked about it on broadcast a lot this year. It is a very young team with only 3 of the 9 players that hit being seniors.
That's high hopes. They have a great staff too. Coach Brody, Coach McClellan. Coach McClellan's the head boys basketball coach. He's an assistant on the Tigers, and Coach Brody, who's actually Coach McClellan's assistant on the basketball. So you can see that they're bringing some of their culture from hoops onto the baseball diamond, just by the little things, and it's probably going to pay off for them in years to come.
Kelly digs in now to start things off here in the bottom of the second. First offering high and inside as his helmet falls off. 1 ball, no strikes. Rosenfield to deliver, and he'll get that bottom part for a strike. 1 ball and 1 strike here to the Rutgers third baseman. And the 1-1 offering gets him on the wrist. So that's the second hit batsman of the game in just 1+ innings here for Rosenfield. We know his command's not been great.
Yeah,
it's been walks, it's been 2 hit batsmen.
He's missing his fastball in the inner half. He's just not finishing. And he's getting under the ball a little bit, which is why it's tailing up and into right-handers. So if he doesn't fix that, expect more of that.
He switched out that ball. I don't think it was the issue, though. Kelly off of first, and the 9-hitter Brill digs in. Couch holding Kelly on. Rosenfield looking back and deliver. From the stretch, nice bunt there by Brill. Kelly will have second easily. Will make the throw and get him at first, but a really nice sack bunt there by Connor Brill as Kelly moves over to second, gains that 90 feet, and is in scoring position with only 1 away for the top of the order. Really, really nice play there.
That's a really good play there by Connor. Great back control, put it in the perfect spot, move the runner over. That's what the Rutgers' goal is, get 3 or 4 runs and, let their ace take them home.
Kelly off a second. First pitch to Cicero, he hacks, fouls it off back, 0-1.
Yeah, Jules is going to attack early in the count if he gets something. If he has 5 walks this year, I'd be surprised. The leadoff spot, that's just saying how much of a an aggressive swinger he is.
It is
he can hit.
Unusual for a leadoff hitter, but right, he's hitting in the high 300s, so
sure is.
It's working out. No balls, 1 strike, 1 out, and that pitch gets the outer third there for a called strike. 0-2 on the off-speed pitch from Rosenfield.
That was the first one he saw in the first 3 pitches he's seen in this game, so I think he's looking at it and he'll be ready for it if they come back to it.
Now with 2 strikes, Cicero gets in that wide Soto-like stance, and Rosenfield will miss away with that one. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 away and 1 on here for the Wreckers as Mark Kelly dances off a second. Rosenfield gets his sign from Salambene. And delivers the 1-2. Miss outside with the off speed. And counting is even now for Cicero, 2-2.
I might expect something else here off speed at 2-2 with first base open. Try to get him to chase.
2-2. Looks like he went fastball, but missed low. And the count will now be full. Big pitch here for Rosenfield. And Jules protects on a nice pitch there. And we'll see another 3-2 offering. Jules wants to hit, so, Rosenfield needs to give him something to swing at and look for him to put it in play for an out. The payoff pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3, held onto that foul tip there. Jules just tipped it. Salambene does a great job holding on to it, and a really nice battle between the pitcher and the hitter there. Rosenfield wins that one for the second out here in the second inning.
That was a big pitch there.
Landgraf will step in now. Struck out looking in his first at-bat on that low pitch. 1 on, 2 away. First pitch to Landgraf. And an interesting swing there.
Yeah, I just think he was committing to something and couldn't hold it.
Not what he was looking for there, as he is now down 0-1. Keating's right behind Kelly at second. And Landgraf hits the ball up the middle. Great play there by Keating. He makes a throw. Can they pick it? And they don't. And here comes Kelly to score the second run of the game. So a fascinating turn of events there. A hard ground ball up the middle by Landgraf would have scored Kelly easily. Keating makes a diving stop, throws it over on a bounce to first, unable to be picked by Couch. And while that's happening, Kelly and Coach Mack have the wherewithal to head home. They make the throw way too late as Kelly dives in there, and a 2-0 lead. So it's an infield single and an RBI.
I think
I'm giving that a single.
Definitely.
Dove to get it.
I would watch Cole gone right away here. First pitch.
Jake up now. He walked in his first
That would be
at
my
bat.
expectation.
Let's see if it happens. And he's gone. Jake taking all the way. Low breaking ball in the dirt. No chance to get him as Landgraf steals second with ease. And just like that, another record in scoring position.
Five balls in a row for Jake. See if he's looking something to go to work.
The 1-0. Misses low again. 2 balls and no strikes. Jake has not been, they're not pitching to him. Great hitters count now.
I would expect off speed though.
To add to that lead. Yeah?
Yeah, first pitch. First base open.
Looks like he went fastball and missed again. 3-0. Jake will be taken here.
Yeah, it looks that way.
And the 3-0 offering. At the knees, gets a strike call. 3 balls and 1 strike.
One spot for Jake here. See if he can attack.
The 3-1. And he'll miss high and inside. Jake will take first again for his second walk. And 2 really nice patient plate appearances for the Rutgers catcher.
I don't know if I'm more nervous coaching an FCIAC final or I am watching this game right now. It's crazy.
Yeah, it is funny how the dad part can outweigh the coach part.
Definitely does.
And now you're on the mic, so there's a lot going.
There is.
As the first pitch to Oppenheimer will miss outside with a breaking pitch, 1-0.
I will say, Wes, people don't know how good you are at what you do, though. They really are. Like, I've been listening for you doing this stuff for a couple of years. You're a natural. You're going to be great at it, and I hope you continue your passion because you're super at it, bud.
I appreciate that. Second pitch.
This is beaten out.
Top foul. Oppie's running, and that's not beaten out. He dives into first, but they got him. A really, really close play there.
Yeah, he got him.
And they got him.
Yeah,
I think that's the right call. How do you feel about the dive into first there?
Yeah, I mean, I don't really know the analytics around it.
They used to teach you not to back in the day.
Yeah.
But I feel like in that circumstance, it may be the better play.
Yeah, I think that was. I saw him have success doing that early in the season and beating it out. So he was woke up naturally to you there.
Nice play
He
there.
made a nice play though.
Yeah, by the Tigers defense to get him.
He made a nice play.
And we will head to the top of the third here at Staples Field. You've been listening to WPT 90.3 FM or on the Staples YouTube channel through O'Shea Productions. I've been Wes Knockhauser along with Coach Goldshore bringing you this Monday afternoon broadcast. I had to check what day it was because, on internship, it's not not a very stressful schedule.
It's not. It's like you lose track of the 7 days when you're doing the internship.
Yeah.
And but good for you guys. I just can't believe that graduation is next week.
I know.
You guys, it's wild.
Insane. Really insane.
You and Jake were running around in the fives program just yesterday, and now look at you guys. It's crazy. And you're going headed off to Lehigh, which is awesome. Great place. A lot of people went there. That's going to be an exciting time for you.
Yeah, big Westport community, similar to your alma mater, Michigan.
Yeah.
Big Westport community for both those schools here.
For sure.
And your son, Jake, the catcher here today, is going to be heading off to play baseball at Trinity next year, which is very exciting for him.
Yeah.
You'll be able to go to those games?
I hope so. I assume so. They play midweek and they play double headers. Play midweek Friday and then doubleheader Saturday. So I'm sure I'll get up there for the weekends if I can. This is a big inning, though, for them right now. They just got 2 off the board. Throwing another donut up there would be very important for them right now, just in terms of momentum.
First pitch in there for Kai, called strike.
That was an uncommitted fastball swing early in the count.
Adverdard up now, the third baseman for the Tigers. 0-1 offering, swings through it again, behind it, and 0-2. Quickly getting ahead again, as Kai's been doing all day.
My guess they don't mess around with those two swings. They go right at him again here at 0-2.
Winning on deck is the center fielder, Connor Brennan. The 0-2 from the windup, and he'll miss low with that pitch there. 1 ball and 2 strikes. I know we were talking about the Rutgers not playing since the 24th, but because Ridgefield didn't make the tournament, they didn't play since the 21st, as Adverdad goes down swinging there, a 3-pitch strikeout for Knee, and getting things started here in the third. So both teams a long time off. Ridgefield has some scrimmages scheduled in between there, but this is the first game action that counts in a little over a week for both squads.
Yeah, I talked to Coach earlier this week about it a little bit, and he was really happy to get outside and get on the be able to get out in the field and practice. I guess they had 3 or 4 really, really good outdoor practices that they hadn't been able to have all year because of the weather.
Yeah.
So, I think you're seeing in some of the small ball that they're doing right now.
First pitch to the 9-hitter Brennan was a strike. He goes to bunt the second one and bunts it foul. So another 0-2 count for Knee. And now the bunt will be out of play. Kelly will back up, and Kai will look to put down his second batter to the third on just 6 pitches. Shakes off Jake.
Yeah,
they come to an
Jake's
agreement.
Going away here.
The 0-2. Swing and a miss on a high pitch there, and Kai Knee, 6 pitches, 2 Ks here in the third, and he's cooking.
Yep.
That's his 5th K of the game already. So he had 9 in the first Ridgefield matchup. Might see it again here.
Back to the top here, Wes.
Yep, that's Chris Busciero, who grounded out to Jules in his first time up. No one on, 2 away here in the top of the third. 2-0 the score as Kai bends one just outside for a ball. 1-0 here to the Tigers' leadoff hitter. From the windup, the 1-0. In there with the fastball for a called strike, 1-1.
That was painted on the outside.
Really nice. He wants to live there.
He absolutely wants to live there. That was painted.
The 1-1. Swing, he fights that one foul. And Boucher will see a 1-2 pitch here from Knee.
I think I saw a smile from Kai. I'm telling you something, it's great to see. When he's smiling and having fun, like he is really, really locked in. This one, Jake wants it upstairs.
The 1-2?
Great spot there.
Gets it upstairs, and he just fights that one off, yeah. No one on. 2 outs. 2-0 to score. 1 ball and 2 strikes to the leadoff hitter. Knee delivers. And a swing and a miss on a nasty off-speed pitch to end the top of the third. Kai Knee strikes out the side here on just over 10 pitches in a really incredible inning.
Yeah, that's what we were talking about. You get you put a number on the board. It's not a big one, but you put a number on the board, and you come out there and you're pretty dominant. It gets demoralizing for the team. So you just got to keep fighting, keep grinding. One run, and again let him continue to go. I wonder how many pitches he's thrown so far. Try to get that number if I can for us.
Yeah, that's always unfortunate, with our setup here. Without the highest technology or a monitor, we don't have
Let's see if I can
all
get
that.
It for us.
But you do have the inside sources.
Well, I have the looking Game Changer.
Oh yeah, the paid subscription to Game Changer is helpful.
Yeah. Although the Wi-Fi is not good, so.
Wi-Fi here is always terrible.
It's struggling.
That's why they're getting the press box built here. At some point, we'll have hard Wi-Fi and we'll be able to call games better over the radio. Because right now we're doing really well over the stream because we have hardwire connection. But to get to the radio station in the school, it is through a tie line, and there's just really no service to back it up. So we have a really hard time broadcasting over 90.3 from this spot. However, we're on the stream. And I worked a little makeshift setup last time, so now I'm playing the stream over the airwaves on the radio.
Oh, wow.
So we finally figured out something that works, but that press box cannot come any sooner.
Well, I'll tell you, the nice thing, being able to come here and watch a game, it really is a treat. We're up here above the field, and we've gone to a lot of other places to watch games this year on the road, and like the experience you have when you come to Staples is special with this whole, the whole backdrop and everything that's associated with it. It's pretty special.
Yeah, very, very cool field. Brundage digs in now. It will be 5-6-7 due up here for the Wreckers in the bottom of the third. Holding that 2-0 lead and looking to break it out and make it more. First offering from Rosenfield here in the third. Will miss high for a ball. 1-0 to Brundage.
Leadoff guys got on first 2 innings. West setting the table. Always big to get the leadoff guy on. They've struggled in the last couple of games doing so.
Coop shows bunt, pulls it back, and he'll miss low with that one. 2-0.
Matt gives him a take at 2-0.
Interesting.
Again, they get the leadoff on. Just want to fight your way on, and then sets up the running game and pressure and everything.
2-1 pitch, gets the outer corner there for a strike, and it's 2-1, or 2-0 rather.
That looked upstairs.
Yeah.
From here, right?
Yeah, didn't look at McFarland, had his hands out.
Yeah.
Wondering where that was. 2-1 from Rosenfield, will miss low, and a 3-1 count. Really nice count for that leadoff hitter now.
Cooper can be aggressive here.
Yeah, and he's got great wheels if he gets on.
He does.
The 3-1 from Rosenfield.
There it is.
Same spot as the first strike call, but this time Blue gets it right, and Cooper will take his base there on a leadoff walk.
Do not be surprised if you see Vinny Vega bunting again.
What do you think about waiting for Coop to steal second, bunting him over to third?
Yeah, you know what? That's what we've seen so far from the catcher. That actually you might give an opportunity. You may give him a strike here to steal and then bunt with 1 strike, or vice versa. Give him a chance to bunt it right now. But that's actually probably the right play, is to probably try to give him an opportunity to steal the base. Let's see.
Coop takes his lead. Couch holding him on. Rosenfield delivers. Coop's running right away. High throw there by Salmon. This one does make it into the outfield. Nice backup there by their center fielder, Brennan, but Coop steals second with ease, and the Wreckers have been running all over Salimbene.
So it was a fake bunt steal, so actually I think that the credit goes to you on that one. Good call. That was good. I like it. Now Vinny's got to do a job and get the run over to third.
First baseman creeping in.
I might watch him bunt here, to be honest with you.
High pitch there. Vinny didn't show, however. So 2-0 count.
No,
Runner in scoring position for the Wreckers as Brundage dances off a second. Being held on there by Keating. None out. Runner on second. 2-0. This pitch to Vega clips the zone for a strike. 2-1.
Hey, Wes, is he coming set? I'm not sure. It looks like he's not coming set. Take a look at it.
Yeah, I'll watch on this pitch. It's interesting. That time he did.
Yeah.
As he gets Vinny flailing on a nice off-speed pitch, and the count's even now at 2-2. Action in the Ridgefield bullpen, it looks.
Yeah, again, I think the pitch counts up.
Yep. And the 2-2. Vinny gets under one, pokes it to right. Moving over is Bucciero. He'll grab it. Coop's tagging, and Coop will take third with ease. So a nice team at bat there.
Very good.
As Vinny Vega has a sac fly, moving Cooper from second to third, and now he's another sac fly away from being the third run of this game with Bruce coming up.
Those are the difference between winning plays and not winning plays. You just 2 strikes, look a little overmatched in the at-bat, figure out a way to choke up, and kind of punch it out to right field, move the runner over. That's winning baseball.
And we're going to have a mound visit here, coming from Coach Briotti, as he's going to talk to Rosenfield. We'll see if the arm in the bullpen is going to come in the game. Doesn't look like he probably will be. He's not taking the ball. So they're just going to talk things over. Rosenfield staying in as the Wreckers base runners Bruce and Coop meet with Coach Avery and Coach McFarland.
Yeah, I think my guess he's just trying to make sure they're all on the same page with the play and where they want to go, bring the infield in here with the 2-0 game, and just making sure that they understand they have first base open and not to give in. That'd be my message if I went out there to them. Actually, it looks like Coach McFarland went out there. No, maybe not. I mean, Coach McClellan. No, maybe not. No.
One away here. Cooper on third. First pitch to Bruce will miss low and in for a ball as he dances out of the way. Rutgers look to push across what could be a big third run here. Bruce watches that one.
Yep.
This is in again, 2-0. Really nice spot.
Rosenfeld's been working behind the whole day so far, Wes. It's tough to pitch when you're behind.
Really is. It's shocking that it's only 2-0. To be honest, after that first inning, as Bruce tops that one foul. 2-1. Looking to drive the ball in the air here for a sac fly on this 2-1 pitch. And he hits a liner into the left, so not a sac fly, but a single, an RBI single for Bruce, just off the end of the bat, it looks like. Kind of a soft hit ball, but lands in there in front of that left fielder, Carlustos. And the Rutgers have that third run of the game. He's shaking his hand.
Yeah, but that just shows how strong Bruce is.
Yeah.
I mean, there aren't a lot of guys on that team who can get fisted like that and be able to get that thing over the shortstop's head. Now, it happened to be good that the infield was in, but I wouldn't be surprised if you see Coach Mack run for him right now, though.
Looks like it's happening.
Yep.
And who we got coming?
All right. It looks like Logan Orr.
Logan Orr, the junior. Yeah.
Good for Logan.
Interesting. Not who I expected here, but I guess, you got to save the rest of your bench. We're still early in this game. So Orr, he's got nice wheels, yeah.
He's also a catcher, so he's familiar with the game. I think he's gonna, we'll see. I don't really know too much about his speed, but we're gonna find out soon. Eight-hitter Mark Kelly about to step up now. Still only one away here in the bottom of this third inning. My guess is this is his last at bat with the lefty on deck, and the lefty warming up in the pen.
A lot of noise from the Staples dugout. Orr with his lead off of first. And he'll be looked back right away with the throw there. He dives in, no tag. McFarland telling him to get a little bit bigger of a lead there. Adverdad on the grass for the Tigers. As Rosenfield misses high and in near Kelly's helmet for the first pitch, a ball, 1-0.
Everything's just up and into right-handers, just not getting over that fastball.
Yeah, his day's gotta come to an end soon, and it will. But this 1-0, now delivered. Kelly fouls that one back, 1-1. Count runs even. Orr was running on that pitch, but we'll have to head back to first with that foul ball. 3-0 the score here in this first round matchup of the state tournament. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 away, and 1 on for the Wreckers. 9-hitter Brill due up in the on-deck circle. But first, Rosenfield will have to deal with Mark Kelly. The 1-1. And he's under that one into the parking lot. Foul. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Avoids all cars.
Avoids all cars. That's always one of my favorite games. 1-2 breaking pitch. Bends in there, looks good to me, but doesn't get the call.
That's one where it felt like the catcher kind of came up and out of it a little bit early there. If he held his spot, he might have gotten that, but it made it look a little bit more like a ball. That's my guess, even from the response.
2-2 with Orr running. From his knees, Salambetti will make a throw. A dime, and he gets him.
Yeah, from his knees. That was a good throw.
My goodness. From 2 air mails into the outfield to a from-your-knees dime, and a really nice throw there from Salambetti for the second out.
It's interesting. It's funny watching Jake make a lot of throws down to second his whole life, and some of his better throws are from his knees. Sometimes you take the legs out of it, if they're not working efficiently, the throw's better from your knees.
Interesting.
You can see there.
Payoff pitch to Kelly. He swings and misses. That will end the third here. So Rosenfield battles through, only allows 1 here. He's allowed 1 run in each of his 3 innings of work. He will probably have only worked 3 innings in this game. But the Wreckers have a 3-0 lead as we head into the 4th inning. And Kai Nee, who's had a masterful start to the day on the bump for the Wreckers, will head back out there to keep things going, keep the 0 on the board, and keep this lead for his boys.
2-3-4 coming up here, Wes. lacrosse opens soon too, right?
Lacrosse opens soon for their first
state game.
Their first state game. It's not going to be a big one in terms of the turnout because this is a team we beat Danbury 19-2.
Right.
This team lost to Danbury by 10.
Oof.
So
Okay.
it's not going to be pretty. It will probably be running clock, and Adam, Josh, the like will probably only play a quarter.
Well, that's good. My guess is those guys probably would like the rest.
Yeah. And there's a lot of guys on that team, so.
Yeah, and there are a lot of guys on that team.
We'll get them in, and we'll get
Give them an
younger
opportunity
guys, yeah.
To contribute. But it's good to see there. You know, I understand they have a good draw for their state tournament.
Yes.
So, you know, it's hard to win both the FCIAC and the states. And, you know, as you can see that in the years that they haven't won the FCIAC, they've won the states. And the year that obviously last year when they won the FCIAC, they couldn't. It's just tough.
And it is interesting how it seems to work like that.
It's just tough.
Lacrosse sports, sort of.
Yeah, I mean, in basketball, it's our only first FCIAC, but it's hard. You're really high after that win, and you know, getting everyone regrouped and ready to go is a challenge. But hopefully that ends well for this diamond run.
Digging in now will be the shortstop, Carl Eustace. First pitch from knee, he grounds one. Oppenheimer moving over to his right, fields it cleanly, makes a throw, and a great pick there by Brill.
Ooh, that's a great pick by Connor Brill.
Oppie was having a great time with that ball, made a great play on it, but kind of rushed the throw a little bit. He could have had him and made it easier for Connor, but Connor does a great job there for the first out here in the fourth.
That took really good hand-eye for Andrew to make that play. It was an in-between hop, and I kind of feel like he was like just rushed him a little bit on the throw, but it's a great job there. And Connor just snapped that, like looked like Keith Hernandez over there at first base. Not to date myself, but
best defensive first baseman of all time.
He's pretty darn good.
The 1-0 to Couch, another hard ground ball, picked up by Kelly on a short hop, and he'll make the throw. This one easier for Brill to handle, and quickly 2 away here on 2 ground balls for knee. So he was all strikeouts last inning this time. He's all ground ball work, and you need it to save your pitch count.
We talked about it, right? You know, getting going, or getting the leadoff runner on, and being able to catch the ball is key, and they got to continue to catch the ball.
Went there in a filthy pitch there from knee, so a half swing, called strike, and a swing anyway, 0-1.
I would be surprised he came back with another one here, Wes.
The cleanup hitter Keating up now for the Tigers. The 0-1 from knee, and he drills him. So that will be the third base runner of the game. 2 walks and that hit by pitch there. Interesting.
So he went with I can see what happened. He went with the curveball, and then it looked like they called a fastball in and wanted it inside. I didn't think they had to be that perfect with that pitch. And, you know, the challenge you have sometimes when you throw the ball in the inner half is you run the risk of hitting somebody, which happened there. So, you know, 2 outs. You know, just got to bear down and get this guy here, and let's go.
Pitcher Rosenfield's in now. He fouls the first pitch he sees for a strike, 0-1. So even if he is not coming at the pitch, it looks like they're going to keep his bat in this game. We also don't know if he is not going out there for the fourth, but I'd assume not. Lefty's no longer in the bullpen, but he's probably warm.
Yep.
Keating off a first. Kai goes home, misses away.
Yeah, he's releasing that curveball a little bit inconsistently and a little bit high, which is why it's tailing off. Just got to stay directional and go towards Jake with it.
1 ball, 1 strike, 2 away. Misses low there. And the count runs 2-1 on Rosenfield. 3-0, still the score here at home in this first round matchup. Wreckers hold a lead over their FCIAC competitors, Ridgefield. Kai delivers the 2-1, and he'll miss low again, 3-1. So Kai was on a heater, kind of coming undone.
I think you'll go see Jake talk to him if he loses this batter.
– 3-1.
Yep, throws over.
Throws over to Keating. He's in safely. As with almost all of Kai's pickoff attempts, he's not trying to get him out. Just trying to make them, let them know that he's watching.
Yep.
Keating off again now. The 3-1. Kai delivers. And a check swing to Brill.
That's a great way to get bailed out of an inning on a check swing. It's a great pitch by him.
Check swing in fair territory. Nice medium hop to Connor. He steps on it, and so 3 infield outs here, 3 ground ball outs in the 4th for the Wreckers and for Kai Nee. He's got a shutout going through 4, and we're going to head to the bottom half of this 4th inning. We're halfway through this game here in this FCIAC matchup. Wreckers with that 3-0 lead. You've been listening on WWPT or on the YouTube stream, and we thank you for being with us on this beautiful Monday afternoon. It looks like Rosenfield's coming back out there to pitch.
Yep. I mean, he's their ace. He's their bulldog. It's still 3. You know, he's figured out a way to kind of escape through some of these jams to a certain extent and limit the damage.
Right. He's gotten himself into trouble and then back out.
Yeah,
but
he has.
It's a lot of pitches, and it's not. You can tell he's not his sharpest.
No.
The command is just not there.
Yeah, for sure.
And with 9-1-2, especially a lefty in the, it's just an interesting call here.
Yep.
We'll see how it plays out. How many batters he has left.
Can't believe you get to do this all the time. This is great.
Right? A lot of fun.
It's so
I
much
love
fun.
it.
It's so much fun, and you talk sports and keeps me, you know, I'm saying nervous, but not as nervous because we have a job to do. So it's been awesome.
We've loved having you here. Call's been great so far, and we still got another half of this ball game to play. So, like I said, 9-1-2 here for the Wreckers. That's Brill, Cicero, Landgraf. Brill will dig in now here to start things off in the bottom of the 4th. Sack bunt, his first time up, which worked really well, and got Kelly all the way around to score. Now leading things off here in the 4th, though. First offering from Rosenfield, miss low for a ball, 1-0.
Yeah, his misses have just been inconsistent all day today. You know, it's
the 1-0. And got him in the foot there.
Way,
yeah. I couldn't tell if he was just dancing or if it did get him. So he got him in the foot. Control. Almost gone here for Adam Rosenfield as he hits the first batter here in the 4th. Brittle will take first base.
I don't think you'll see Jules bunt here.
I'd agree. They're going to let him swing it.
Yeah.
As they should. Brill bouncing off of first. Getting held on by Couch. 1 on, none away here in the 4th. First pitch to Cicero. He gets way under that one. High pop fly in the infield. Keating calls it. He catches it. And that's the first out here in the 4th. Just dropped his hands there.
It's slightly late.
One on, one away for the 2-hitter, Cole Landgraf. He's been up twice, a strikeout, and an infield single that drove in that second run.
Yeah, Cole can fly, so he hit that ball up the middle and just beat it out.
Brill off of first. Rosenfield goes home, and he'll miss in with a ball, 1-0. So I said I didn't know how many batters he had. He's already on his 3rd.
Yeah.
We'll see.
We've had this wrong.
Yeah, we've had this wrong. We'll see how they continue to manage him as we get through it now. Brill off of first. Rosenfield going home on the 1-0. And he'll miss away again. 2-0. Besides that Jules pop out, it feels like it's been a long time since he's thrown a called strike.
Yeah. Oh,
Gets one there.
One there.
Nice spot on the outer 3rd. 2 balls, 1 strike, 1 away, and 1 on for the Wreckers as they try to build on this 3-0 lead here in the bottom of the 4th.
Phil's got a nice right field gap there.
But hits a double play ball, tailor-made. Keating takes it himself and turns it. Really just a perfect spot for that ball to be hit for Ridgefield.
Yep.
And Rosenfield gets himself out of through four, his first scoreless frame thus far, and the score remains 3-0 as we head into the 5th inning.
Again, though, they got the lead-off runner on, put pressure, continue to put pressure. That's, sometimes things are going to work out, sometimes they're not. But doing the little things that matter so far.
Now Jake will be leading off the 5th. Four-hit batsmen in the first 4 innings between these two staffs.
Hey, honey.
Hi. Coach's daughter just came by and took the car keys.
She did. And, hey, Doug Bernstein coming over here. Hey, Doug, you gave a great speech at the baseball banquet on Saturday. It was awesome, honoring Coach McFarland's 20th year of coaching here at Staples.
Wow.
And, just talking about what this place was like before when Dougie was out here back in 1981, and now what it looks like now is very different. It's very different, but he has a lot to do with this, so lots to be proud of. Nine outs here, Wes. They got to get 9 outs.
9 outs, and they buy their ticket to the 2nd round.
Yep.
Jake throws that one down to start things off here in the 5th. The infield will come to meet, and it will be 6, 7, 8 for Ridgefield. That's Hertwig, Clausen, and Adverdad. Hertwig digs in now. Second baseman went down looking his first time up. From the windup, Kai gets things started. He shows bunt, and he bunts it off the school. For a strike, 0-1. And we'll see if he goes back there. Kelly's going to stay on the grass, as is Brill over at first.
I wouldn't be surprised if he tried it again. He's all the way up in the box.
But he's swinging. Hard ground ball. Cicero handles it.
Oh, wow, that was smooth by Jules. That thing was in between hop again, and it just...
Makes a throw over and gets the first out here in the top of the 5th.
Wes, those routine plays are not routine. I know it looks like it from up here, but he stayed with that, and that in-between hop was really well done.
First pitch to Clausen, swing and a miss. Big hack there, 0-1. The 0-1 from Nee. In there for a called strike. Really nice spot there on the lower inner third, and he's 0-2.
He's just getting ahead
on Clausen.
Now he's in command and can kind of do what he needs to do here. I think Jake's looking for the away fastball here.
We'll miss low with that one. And the count will run to 1-2. No one on, one away here for the records in the top of the 5th.
Thank you.
And the 1-2 offering in there, low ball. Count runs even. We'll see what they do here now. 2-2. What do you think, Coach?
That looked like a changeup, so I would expect something buried on the outside half of the plate. That'd be my. Yeah, Jake wants it on the outside half of the plate.
The 2-2, and fouled back by Clausen to stay alive. He'll see another pitch there.
Now, Wes, I would expect off speed. And I think Jake wants it low. I think. Nope, he's going to go away again with the fastball.
We'll see. The 2-2. He gets under that one.
Yep.
Straight to center. Landgraf Camps barely has to move. And that's the second out here in the top of the 5th. So Kai using his defense well here in the past 2 innings. Quickly 2 away, none on here. As the 8-hitter Adverdad will come up now. He went down swinging his first time up. On deck will be the 9-hitter Brennan if it gets to him.
Yeah, his fastball's just been good all day, and my guess it's sitting anywhere between 85 and 88, and just hard to hit.
First pitch in there, misses inside for a ball, 1-0.
I expect them staying firm to the 9-hitter here.
The 1-0. Misses low again. 2 balls and no strikes here to Adverdad. (2-0), fouled back, 2-1 now. Still 2 away. And the 2-1 from Nee. That there.
Is just absolutely unhittable in the inner half there.
Wicked pitch there for the second strike to even things out. So now we have 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, and none away here. Kai looking to end things and send it to the bottom of the 5th where his bats
He's going away here.
Can look to add. And he'll miss, run things full.
Just overthrew the 2-2 there, but just going right at him with the fastball here, Wes.
The payoff pitch from Nee, and he'll miss low. Adverdad will take his base there on a walk. Strong plate appearance there by the Tiger third baseman. And Nee walks another batter here. That's his 3rd of the game. The 9-hitter now, Brennan, will be up with 2 away, so he'll look to do something. But obviously not the worst walk in the world with an 8-hitter when you have the 9-hitter coming up. Kelly on the lip. First pitch in there, called strike right away. Nice spot by Nee, 0-1.
Yeah, he's going after him. Kai looks relaxed. He looks comfortable today, Wes.
0-1, bunt, popped up, and touch it foul, Brill will, and it'll be 0-2. So Kai will just look to put him away here. Can really play with anything. Adverdad off of first, but Kai goes home. The 0-2 offering misses high, 1-2. The 1-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Kai gets him fishing for that one. Really nasty pitch there, and Kai works himself through 5 shutout here at home in the first round of this state tournament. The Rutgers bats will come back up in the bottom of the 5th, looking to build on that 3-0 lead. Really, really nice inning of work for Kai Nee. He's been great all day.
He has been. Just battling and battling and battling and battling and locating his spot, mixing his pitches up. Seems relaxed and smiling, and when Kai smiles, good things are going to happen.
It's going to be 3-4-5 due up here for the Rutgers.
Yep.
That's Goldshore, Oppenheimer, and Brundage, that senior captain trio right there in a row. Those of you who have been with us all afternoon on WPT or on the stream, make sure you don't go anywhere. After this game, we have the first and only cleanup crew of this baseball season. So we're going to head back to the studio after this. We have an all-junior cast and crew as we're building the program for next year. In terms of the talent, not the players. The players will be a mix of those juniors and seniors. And stay tuned for a great post-game coverage. Lots of questions and an interview with a Rutgers coach. That's coming all on WWPT's website or on the public access channel after the game. I'd assume we're at 4:42 right now in the bottom of the 5th. 30 minutes from the last pitch is a fair assumption for it to start. Obviously, Coach Goldshore's done a handful of those in his day.
Those are great. I was just about to say, those cleanup crews are they're so much fun. All the kids, all their teammates are there to support them.
Yeah.
Get some great questions, some humor in there. It's just the whole program that Mr. Hyder has done here is just so unbelievably awesome and just incredible.
It really is. And yeah, cleanup crews are always a ton of fun. So make sure to tune into that one after this one. First pitch from Rosenfield to Jake's a called strike, so the first one we've seen all day.
Yeah,
0-1.
That one was upstairs.
Yeah.
Looked a little bit, right?
Yeah, maybe clip the letters, but it is high.
Yeah.
The 0-1. And he'll miss low with that one. 1 ball and 1 strike here. So Rosenfield's, he's still going.
He is.
He's going nowhere. The arm is back up, though, in the bullpen for the Tigers. They didn't even warm anyone up last inning. They've put that lefty back up out there. As this pitch to Jake will miss low, 2-1.
Jake's seeing it good today. I must say, he's seeing it good. He'd lay off that 1-0, that 0-1 curveball. That's something that I've seen him swing at too many times in his life.
The 2-1 from Rosenfield. And he'll miss inside. 3 balls, 1 strike, and a great hitter's count for the Rutgers catcher.
One spot in attack here, kid.
The 3-1. And chops that one short. Keating feels it smoothly, throws it over, and a nice play there for the first out here in the bottom of the 5th. Jake grounds out.
Yeah, that wasn't the pitch. It was upstairs and just not the pitch to swing right there.
Oppenheimer due up now. He was hit in his first at-bat and grounded out to the third baseman on that really nice play where he dove in but didn't get it there at first in his second time up. Now, with 1 away and no one on, he'll look to get things started for the Wreckers. First pitch in there, he thinks about a bunt. Doesn't, but it's a called strike. He swings through a high fastball there. Not in the zone. Now an 0-2 count for Rosenfield on Oppenheimer. Working through the heart of this order how we'd like. He steps off there, or Opp calls time, rather. A lot of green grass over there on the pole side and left. They're pinched over to the gap.
They are. Oppie loves that area, too.
The 0-2. And a top one just foul outside the third base line. Stays alive, and we'll see another pitch. Brundage looms on deck. The 0-2 to Oppenheimer. In there, called strike. A really nice pitch from Rosenfield froze Oppenheimer for a punch out, and quickly 2 away here in the bottom of the 5th.
Yep. It's getting a little stronger as the game's gone on here, Wes.
Yeah, the last 2 innings have been really nice.
Yeah, they have been.
Last 5 outs. He'll look to put away Brundage here and send the bats to try to get things going in the 6th. His first pitch to Cooper is fouled back towards the school in the football field, 0-1. Seems like he's been working quickly all day. Obviously, we've talked about him coming set or not, but he's working really smooth here. The 0-1. Gets the outer third for a called strike, 0-2. Coach thinks that was a little outside.
Their catcher's done a good job today, too, I must say. He's doing a really good job, presenting the pitches to the umpire.
And the 0-2 will just miss high with that heat.
Yeah.
1 ball, 2 strikes there. One of the harder pitches he's thrown today, it seems
yes,
like. Yeah,
100%.
Really reach back. Maybe his last batter. He probably knows. Looking to punch him out, but he didn't. Well, the 1-2 now. He'll look again. He'll miss low with the off-speed pitch. The count runs even. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 away, and no one on for the Wreckers. Rosenfield versus Brundage. 3-0 here in this first round matchup. The 2-2 offering. Misses high. The count will run full. So Coop's worked himself back into a favorable position now. We'll see what he does here with the 3-2. Payoff pitch from Rosenfield. And Coop gets under that one. Off the end of the bat. Going towards the green monster.
Gone.
And it's gone! My goodness!
It's gone.
The strength from Cooper Brundage. An opposite field home run just tucked inside the left field foul pole. I thought he got it off the end, and he just kept going and kept soaring.
That little wind is going out, but that's Cooper. He goes oppo.
Just pokes it right over the blue monster out there in the left, and a solo shot with no one on and 2 away with 2 strikes on him. So Coop works back into that 3-2 count. Rosenfield goes in the zone trying to punch him out or get him to hit into an out, and he hits one out instead for a solo shot. That's his first homer of this season. Not a lot of power from the Wreckers this year, not a lot of home runs. This one poked over the fence, and now a 4-0 lead.
Yeah, that was weird. That thing looked like it was just pretty routine and left and just kept going.
Yep. As Vega hits one slow to Keating at short, makes a great play but bounces it. Couch can't pick it. We'll see how they score that one there. Probably an infield. We'll see. There's no official score.
That was a big, big hit by Cooper.
Yeah.
It was like at 3-0. He's had five or six good ABs in a row. Rosenfeld's done a good job the last 2 innings, and for Cooper to take an 0-2 pitch like that or a 1-2 pitch like that and hit over the monster in left field is just really, really important for this team.
I really can't believe he hit that ball out. I really can't.
It was wild because it did. It looked like it was just. It almost. Yeah, it just kept going and going. But I was watching the left fielder.
Yeah, right.
And the left fielder's just going back and back and back. And I'm like, oh man.
And not only did he didn't even go oppo, he went as far as he could.
Yeah.
Just inside that foul pole. Really. But when he's going well, like you said, he goes oppo, sees the pitch, waits it, and gets it deep on the plate and drives it.
He does.
Vega on first and was pinch run 4 here. Bruce up now with 2 away. And the first pitch Bruce sees high, moves him off the plate. 1-0. Rosenfield's really thrown a lot of pitches now. And he'll miss low again there, 2-0.
Bruce just needs to stay back a little bit. You see him getting a little bit on his front foot at times. Now, if his timing is good, that thing's going to be in the trees. Just got to stay back a little bit.
The 2-0.
Yep.
And he chops that one foul. 2 balls, 1 strike here. Still 2 out, 1 on for the Wreckers. And this now 4-0 ball game on the back of that Brundage solo shot. Bruce digs in now. The 2-1 from Rosenfield. But a look back first. Dives in there safely at first.
Jack Jacob running over there?
Yeah, I think so.
Jack could be going here too.
The 2-1 big whiff there by Bruce as he's way out in front of that one. And the count will now run even. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 away. Jacobs running.
Yep.
But he'll have to return as Bruce fouls one onto the Staples lawn. Keeps his at-bat alive. We'll see if Jacob stays in for Vega. Probably will.
I would think you got a defensive replacement there, right?
Yeah.
You've been watching some Staples baseball this year, Wes?
Yes. This is, I don't know, maybe 4 or 5 that I've called. And should have been one more with the whole Ward fiasco. Yeah. Jacobs is running, and there'll be no throw, so they'll give him that 90.
Yep.
He missed with that one, did Rosenfield, so the count is now full. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 away. Really, what looked like what could be a quick inning after the Goldschar Oppenheimer at bats has now been extended, and he's looking to end it. And he does. Swing and a miss, gets Bruce flailing at that one. And he goes down there to end the 5th. So 5, we're through 5 here at Staples Field. 4-0 the score. Wreckers hold a solid lead against the Ridgefield Tigers in the back half of this ball game. Kai Nee, the ace, comes out to grab the ball for the 6th. He's had a heck of a game, and we are going to see how he's able to get these last 6 outs to push the Wreckers into the 2nd round of this tournament.
Yep. That 4th run is big, though, right? And it just feel like it just forces you to do different things, takes away the running game, and just psychologically, it's I see a little bit bounce in the Wreckers step as they come out here. They have their ace on the mound. He's throwing a good game. So 6 outs to go.
As we know, with the unfortunate injuries to Oppenheimer and to Tobias, pitching, the Wreckers are strapped for pitching here in this tournament. And in a long tournament where you have to play a lot and play often, right? They're playing tomorrow if they hold on to this victory. The arms are going to be the biggest concern, I think.
Yeah, they've shown some some resilience with, lost Mason, which obviously was a huge loss for them.
Lost him for the whole season.
Yeah, they have. They he pitched a couple innings here and there, but he it was a big loss.
Yeah.
And seniors like Ben Kukier and Noah Sade have, done a really good job picking up and Bruce, sophomores, they've done a good job picking up the slack. So, I'm hoping to see Andrew at some point in this state run.
If they get deep enough.
If they get deep enough, they can hold off today and take it one game at a time. But
Oppie was having a really stellar season on the mound.
Yeah,
before he went down.
Yeah, he had to beat McMahon 2-1, beat Darien I think 5-2. Just
it was win day.
Throw the ball. Andrew's just talk about someone I've watched pitch for a long time.
Yeah. We're at the top of the order now for the Tigers. Jules to make a great play, and he's unable to. So the ball was chopped towards the pitcher. It bounced off Kai's glove, which really slowed it down and made it a real tough play for Cicero. He barehanded it, tried to make the throw over, but not in time. So it will be an infield hit there for the leadoff batter, Chris Bushiero. Kai Nee just had the natural instinct of knocking that ball down, but that cost the play.
Yeah, I wasn't gonna jinx it, but I think Kai was no hit through 5 to that point, right?
He was.
Yeah. So that's all right. He's got to regroup here and go get the next guy.
Bushiero off of first, Brill holding him on, but Nee delivers. He misses high on that first pitch here to Carl Eustis. Carl Eustis has walked and grounded out in his 2 at-bats today. Kelly right on that line at third. Double play depth for the middle infielders. And that ball's hit perfect. Oppenheimer, Cicero, Brill with the scoop. They don't make it easy for him, but they get it done.
As I'm standing next to the Little League president, Jeff Brill, watching his son pick another one and taking a big sigh of relief there. It was a heck of a way to get 2 outs on that play.
I mean, really incredible. Was tailor-made. The throw over to first wasn't as true as they would hope, but a great pick there by Brill as this ball on the first pitch is grounded over to Kelly. He moves over to his right, makes a nice play, and throws at Joey Couch there for the 3rd out. So the first hit of the game for the Tigers, but it's an erase with that double play. And then right after that, Couch grounds out. Kai Nee through 6 scoreless here. 3 outs remaining for him to get to push his team to the 2nd round. But the Wreckers will have at least one more time at the bat rack here in the bottom of the 6th.
Yeah, I mean, catching the baseball. When you catch the baseball, it's you're going to win a lot of high school games that way. So it's been impressive. Mark's done a great job at third today. Andrew and Jules, Connor's had a couple great picks.
Really nice picks.
They're doing some really, really, really good work. And Kai keeps pounding the strike zone.
So we have our first call to the bullpen of the game. Ridgefield will go to their pen after Rosenfield got him through 5. Gave up 4 in it. Not a disaster start, not the strongest start for your ace. But the Wreckers did a really nice job against them to get those runs. Got a lot of base runners and force them out after 5 with a 4-run lead. In now is Miles Cherico. Miles Cherico, senior for the Tigers.
So he pitched in game 1. He went 3 2/3, gave up 4 hits and 2 runs in the 10-2 win at Ridgefield in game 1. So they've seen him before.
Going to be 8-9-1 here in the 6th for the Wreckers. That's Kelly, Brill, Cicero.
If someone's been watching these kids play baseball since they were young, I just don't want it to end, Wes.
Yeah, I can imagine.
So 3 outs and we'll see you tomorrow.
The only way you want it to end is with the trophy in hand.
That's it. And then I probably don't even want it to
end. Yeah, you still don't want it to end,
but
it has to, so you might as well do it that way.
Yeah.
But luckily for you, and for a solid amount of the seniors, the 3 seniors who are hitting today and hit most days, going to play college ball next year. So there's more baseball in the future for these graduating boys.
Mark's had a great year leading off the inning. He's just been really solid. I think he's hit 350 this year.
Gets under that one. Fly ball out to right, moving into foul territory, and grabbed and put away. That's Buchiero on that fly ball catch. So 1 pitch, 1 out here in the bottom of the 6th.
Yep.
First baseman Connor Brill will come up after a really nice pick to end the top half of the inning.
Yeah, so I think they're going to hit from here.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, this lefty's a little side-winding lefty in Cherico, so...
It looks like we're going to get Cale Crombie.
Yeah, Cale.
I don't know if I've seen him hit this year.
Well, if he connects, you're probably not going to find that ball's going to be long gone.
He's a big guy.
Yeah, he's a big guy who, I've seen him, barrel a couple balls this year that have been incredibly impressive.
He also homered at Wakeman his freshman year.
Did he?
Yeah, not for JV, for the freshman team, but that was, some big pop as a freshman from him and Bruce. And we're ready to get things underway now with 1 away here in the bottom of the 6th. Crombie digs in against Cherico. First pitch, topped foul, 0-1.
Crombie's going to get his hacks. That I guarantee, Wes.
For those watching, don't worry. Brill's defense will not be going anywhere. With re-entry, he will be playing the first in the 7th. 0-2 to Crombie, misses low. Tall guy, didn't get the call at the knees.
Yeah, this is different than what they've seen the first 5 innings.
Very.
Yeah.
Big hack there, but swings through it. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 away, and none on here for the Wreckers in the bottom of the 6th. They hold that 4-0 lead, but they want to add some more insurance on top of it before Kai goes out to get his last 3. The 1-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3, and Crombie goes down swinging. So, like you said, he got his hacks.
Yeah,
it's a weird pitcher.
Yeah, it's just an example though of like pitching him backwards a little bit. So like setting him up with some off-speed stuff, not really and messing with his timing, and then coming back with 2 fastballs that he was just late on.
We'll go to the top now as Cicero steps in with 2 away and none on. I want to start things off, and he'll loop one with a great catch. He's out.
Wow.
I thought he looped one into right for a single, but a really, really nice catch there by their second baseman, Hertwig.
That was a heck of a play.
Going out, Jules got it off the end of the bat, so it was kind of floating through there, and a really, really nice play. Jules will just go out to his position at second now as Brill has his gear.
Brill picking him up.
So we're through 6. 3 outs away from the much-needed Staples victory to push them into the second round with this win over at Ridgefield. That game tomorrow will be against either Southington or Newtown, the winner of that game. It's an 8 versus 24, so you'd have to assume Southington, but you never know with the state tournament because seedings can always be weird.
I'm just trying to get 3 outs here, Wes.
Dave can't look forward.
No. I've seen too many things happen that have been positive and negative over all these years that, one at a time. But yes.
Well, I'm gonna look a little forward.
You can look.
We got the 8 and 24 game. It is another home game. There's no neutral site until you get to past that. So it is
actually quarters too. To the quarters too.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So semis only.
Semis are neutral.
So.
And then finals are opponents.
You get at the home field. We're the 9 seed. So if Southington holds on, or we don't even know what's happening in that game they're playing today.
Yep.
But if they do win that game, then the boys will have to go to Southington tomorrow for that. If not, and Newtown wins, then we'll have another game at home here, probably at a similar time, and we'll be able to call that one. Unfortunately, I don't think we'll send a crew to Southington. But if Newtown holds on, we'll get another broadcast tomorrow. Not the 2 of us, but another talented duo here at WWPT.
Hopefully this is the last half, and if it is, it's been an absolute pleasure, Wes. This is seriously just a dream come true to be able to sit here and do this with you and Wash and Jake, and just everything that Staples means to me, and what we've been able to accomplish here is just is pretty special.
Yeah,
so
very
thank
fun.
you.
Thank you. First pitch in the 7th here from Knee, misses high. That's Keating, so it's 4-5-6, the real heart of the order for the Tigers, looking to keep their season alive. The 1-0, misses low. Rutgers fans wanted that call, don't get it. 2 balls and no strikes. You know, we've known each other a long time, like you said.
We have.
When I was a little kid in the Fives program, and then you coached me all those years. And I've been teammates with Jake across levels, ending with JV. So it's been a fun ride.
It's been amazing. As I said, your dad, you know, we won 3 Little League championships together, and you know, just had a blast and cared so much, and it's just such a thrill to be able to do this with you. And that, you know, just Hockhauser family's done a lot for Westport/Staples baseball.
Kai finds the zone there, so 3-1. And this one's lined into center. Will it hang up? No, it won't. So lays out his Landgraf. Rounding first is Keating, and he'll be into second with a double. Landgraf lays out, which allows him to get that extra 90. I didn't think the ball was going to hang up. I thought he was going to let it drop in front of him, but he went for it.
Yeah.
And with that, they'll have a leadoff double here. Something brewing in the 7th. Still chasing 4, but something brewing. As Rosenfield, who's been taken out of the game as a pitcher but still in hitting, will take his place in the batter's box, looking to plate the first run of the game for his team with a runner in scoring position and none away. Standard depth for the Rutgers infield. Middle looking to turn 2. Jules is pinched over, holding him on. Kai goes home, and a high foul ball.
That's going to do something.
Towards the parents, towards the cars.
It misses
And
everything.
I think it misses everything, shockingly. Quickly 0-1 on Rosenfield. And now Jake and Kai are going to talk things over. The 0-1 from Knee to Rosenfield. Misses high with that high heat. And it'll be 1-1.
Here's where he's got to make sure he doesn't overthrow.
No action in the Rutgers bullpen. Kai's going to do this. 1 ball, 1 strike, and fouled back by Rosenfield. So 1-2 advantage count now for Knee.
This would be a great time to throw a curveball. Great time.
Kai's looking over at second for a long time, but will go home on the 1-2, and he'll miss with that off-speed pitch. Count will run even now. 2 balls, 2 strikes, still none away, and that runner on second for the Tigers. The Rutgers hold that 4-0 lead here at the top of the 7th, and they're 3 outs away from a victory. Kai will look to end this at bat with Rosenfield here on the 2-2. Running is Keating, and he steals third. My goodness. So he was timing up Kai the entire time. Kai knew that he was. He gave him a lot of looks, but unable to prevent it as he didn't throw back over, and so Keating takes third easily with the stolen base now, and now a sac fly will score him, but they don't want any outs here as they still need 4 runs. The full count, pitch, miss.
That was a big pitch right there.
Really huge spot. Knee goes and gets Rosenfield on the payoff pitch. A strikeout swinging for the first out, and the Rutgers are now 2 outs away. So the Rutgers will definitely trade the out for the run in any way.
For sure. That was a big 3-2 pitch.
First pitch to Hartwig. Foul tipped for a strike, 0-1. Nice job by Jake to hold on to it.
Yeah, that was.
Keating takes his lead off a third. Hartwig chokes up the 0-1, and he flies that one to right into kind of no man's land. Incoming Jacob. Does he grab it? He says no. He trapped it.
What?
and the run will score. So a single. Jacobs coming in, unable to grab it. He trapped it. Nice call there by the umpire. Looks like it was right. I couldn't tell from here, but Jack's body language makes it seem like he trapped it too. So that will be an RBI single in the first run of the game for the Tigers. 4-1 now is the score. Wreckers still have those 3 runs between them and the Tigers, and they have this one out. So 2 more are needed. A double play would end the game. And the DH, Lucas Clausen, will step up. He struck out looking and flew out in his 2 at-bats. First pitch to him misses high for a ball, 1-0.
Last 3 are always the hardest to get, Wes.
The 1-0, high fly ball, out to right. Jacob in a great spot, and he'll put that one away for the second out. Nice job there by Jack to shield the sun, take care of that one for the second out, and we're 1 away. 4-1 is the score. 2 outs here in the top of the 7th. It is the first round of the Class L Connecticut State Baseball Tournament. The Wreckers will play tomorrow. If they get this out, Ridgefield season will be over. Digging in, Adverdad. First pitch to him, hard ground ball. Jules makes a great play. He'll go the easy way. And that's the ball game as Cicero steps on second for the last out. Kai Nee goes complete game, 1 hitter with that shutout. 2 hitter.
2 hitter.
3. 2 in this inning. I had it built in.
Felt like
before.
a 1-hitter.
Yeah, it did. It really did. So a 3 hitter, but 1 through 6 in a really brilliant outing. Not even a shutout either because of the way that ended. But Kai was just brilliant.
He was unbelievable today. He really was. And you know, we talked early about what the keys were to victory, and you know, some timely hitting, and you know, catching the ball and just letting him take us home. And he was really awesome today. And that's what you need to get from your ace. That's what you do, especially coming back for the rest of it. And it's really awesome.
So it was ace versus ace in this one. 4-1 is the final as the Wreckers punch their ticket into the second round. They're playing tomorrow against either Southington or Newtown, as I said. And the location of that game depends on who wins, as I said. A really, really strong game for Kai Nee and for the Wreckers. You know, they took advantage of a wild pitcher. I would probably say less hard-hit balls than they would like.
Yeah, I mean, I think that you know, this team is built on pitching and defense, and if they're going to make a run into this, you know, deep into the state tournament, they're going to have to pitch and they're going to have to defend, and you know, get some timely hits and move kids over and play small ball, which you saw a little bit today, and tagging up, and Mark scoring from second on the ground ball that, you know, from Cole, and Jules hustling in on that force play at the plate to start the game, and then
right,
you know,
they really created their runs.
They created their runs.
They did a really nice job with that as they celebrate out in left field. Coaches are heading over. Ridgefield takes that slower walk out to right as their 2025 season has come to an end. The Wreckers with a 4-1 victory over the Tigers in the first round matchup. Stay tuned for their game tomorrow as they'll take on either Southington or Newtown. I've been Weston Hockhauser alongside Coach Dave Goldshore here on WWPT 90.3 FM. We're on the YouTube stream for this really special edition of Wrecker Playoff Baseball. Dave, thank you so much for joining me today. It's been a lot of fun.
Wes, listen, again, I can't thank you enough. This is your pro, and I've enjoyed every second of it. I really have, and you know, hopefully you'll get a chance to do one of these, maybe a game at home or one of these deep run games in the States. But
yeah, we got to keep things going. So I don't want this to be my last broadcast.
I don't want it to be your last broadcast
I haven't even thought about that, but now, yeah, if they're away for the next game, and we'll see what happens with the seeding for the quarters, but I would love to the run makes more games for me to call, so
that's it.
We love it.
Well, again, you know, thank you, and I this is great.
It's been great.
Keep going.
It's been great. Thank you all for listening this afternoon. Signing off.
All right, talk to you soon, bud.